There we go.
Good morning. Welcome to Working Horses with Jim. Today we are going to be doing a bunch of odd jobs around the farm. Jim was talking to me this morning about all the things that he wants to do because we've got a storm coming in. And so what we want to do is just take you along with us today and what's going on. So Jim is going to get Ken and Baron harnessed up this morning because we have a lot of manure to spread, and Baron just made some more. And so I'll show you down here what he's got piled up. Quite a big pile. It adds up very quickly. I'm always surprised how much manure there is behind the horses every morning. Jim does hope to use all the mature horses today, but we'll see how things go. Any words, Jim?
Hi.
Oh my goodness, Ken. Hello.
Can I get you out? Hey, hey.
Every time he puts his head down, it's hard for him to get the buckle done.
Okay, so I do have a couple things I want to say. We have going to do some changing with some harnesses over the next, actually, I don't have time today because I want to try to get a lot of stuff to get done. Tomorrow we have a snowstorm coming in, so maybe tomorrow I can take the time to do some changing on my harnesses and maybe even share that with you. So what we've been using with Baron is this older harness, and this collar here. This collar is definitely too small for him. It's working, it'll work for today, but it's definitely getting too small. And I'm going to do some changing around. I've got a new harness for Ken. I got a new harness for Bill because Bill, okay.
You have a new collar for Bill.
I do have a new collar for Bill. And so because of that, I'm going to take Bill's old collar, which is a 27-inch collar. This is a 26-inch. I'm going to put the 27-inch collar on Baron.
I'm all wrong here. The collar that's on Baron now is a 24, 25-inch collar, and I'm going to put a 26-inch collar on him.
Bill, I purchased a brand new 27-inch collar because I noticed that his collar is starting to get a little snug too. So we're going to do some swapping around. Also, Buck's old harness is sitting right here. And so I am going to change that around so that Baron has one of the newer harnesses because he's going to be my main team, part of the main team as spring and summer comes along. So you might as well have one of the newer harnesses. That will leave my older set here for the young colts that we have as far as training them. But for today, this is going to work just fine.
It still makes me sad to see Buck's setup right here. We do still miss him. But I would like to say that I feel like things are, I don't know, settling down here in the barn. It seems like the horses are getting used to, well, Baron's getting used to his new position. And there's not such a ruckus all the time. We have a new watering routine. Good. And it's been working quite well. Good. Baron's been a good boy lately.
I must say that I have to keep reminding myself that Baron is a colt and needs to be approached cautiously when I'm doing all this work I'm doing with him. He's doing very good, but still he's still a colt. He's not one of my older horses. And so I have to approach him and be very careful with what I do. Okay, I'm taking these straps off here because these are the straps I use for the shafts. And if you missed one of my last videos, I showed him being hitched up to the cart for the first time. Since then, we've used him a couple of different times and he's done quite well. We haven't actually had a harness on him for 4 days now, I think. So, but anyways, he's ready to go into spread manure today. I had to put his team lines on because I had the straight lines on, the single horse lines on with him before, but that's not a problem.
I wanted to share a little story about what happened with Lady this morning when I was letting the colts out to pasture.
Get over.
And for the day, and when I water the horses, they just go back to their stalls, and occasionally I forget to hook them, to hitch them when they get back, and because I'm brushing the horses in between, and I opened the door to let the colts out. They went out, and then all of a sudden I hear a clip clop. Lady decided she was going to go out too. I had forgotten to hitch her, but she was very good and let me take her back. She just wanted to go outside today. But today, many days, she's been able to just go outside for the day, but today she's going to have to work. And her leg is coming along pretty good. It's still a little bit swollen. Jim's been giving her some bute. Doesn't seem to bother her at all. But we are keeping an eye on it.
It's actually been several days since she's had any bute. Bute is just like aspirin that the humans would take.
I've had people ask, will I keep Baron on this side, or will I start swapping sides with him? And I really need to start swapping sides, but I have not done it yet. But I will sometime soon. Hey. I had to quiz my viewers a little bit here and intentionally do a few things wrong and see if they catch it. Here's one thing I did wrong. Wasn't intentionally, but my check rein, which is quite loose, I must add, just so people wonder that. So this should be underneath the driving line and it's over the top of it. So I messed up on that.
What happens if you leave it like that?
Well, I would realize it as soon as I picked up my lines and started driving, so I would fix it immediately, but it just interferes with the line. Come up here.
Kenny?
Just hold him till I tell you. Probably just stand in here. So I will try to get him in place, and then you come up and hold his head.
Okay.
Hope. Okay, Brenda. Hope. 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 I cast up. Cast up. G. 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 Hope. Hope. Back. Hope. 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 Hoop, G, 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 back, 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 hoop, back, over here, back, back. Oh, okay, hold his head right there. Oh, good guy. Oh.
I'd say they did pretty good.
Very good. Okay. Back. Back, man. Back up there. Back. Now back. Back. Back.
You want me to be helping?
Cast out. Out there. Out there. Dig. Dig out. Dig over there. Dig up. Dig. 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 Careful. Oh. No.
It could be very treacherous out here this morning. We had warm weather. Everything was wet around here. And then we had like a big freeze. So, and then we got a little layer of snow, so you can see what it's like underneath the snow.
Come here.
So, hopefully it doesn't affect. Kenny's got his shoes on, but hopefully it doesn't affect Baron too much this morning. Or us.
Okay. Normally I would spread, when I'm spreading manure, I'd park the spreader right there, but it means the horses need to back the load, the heavy full load backwards before they swing out of there. And I've said this before, Baron's not quite ready for that, so that's why I park him over here. It's a little bit farther to carry the manure, but that's okay. So we'll get loaded up and head out with our first load. Okay, so like I said, this is a second time I've ever spread with Baron. The first time was actually a couple weeks ago, and I just took 1 bucket load each time, but I think I spread like 5 loads that day, and he did really well. But today I put on 2 small bucket loads, and it's still a fair load for him, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, let's try them out. Okay.
He's ready to go.
Careful step. Careful. Oh. So this early in this video, by the way, he went really well, although he was way out in front, just like Bill does. So I'm hoping maybe down the road, him and Bill might make a good pair. But anyways, early in the video, I was talking about Baron's check line and how I did it wrong, and I was going to see if you guys could catch some of the things that I do wrong once in a while. And so I had said that maybe I should try to intentionally do some things wrong, so you guys could, and then kind of see if you guys could catch what I did wrong. Well, as I was heading out with this first load, I realized I did something wrong, and I didn't even try to do it wrong. I should probably do that more often, because I can do things wrong all the time. But look at this. I completely forgot to hitch up Ken's check rein. So we'll do that.
For people who don't know, what are check reins for?
Well, check reins is just a lot of different uses for check reins. People use them differently. But for myself, the check rein, and I really like a check rein. A check rein is just well, it starts from up here. It runs from his bit on both sides. It goes on both sides, comes from both sides. It comes to a center. You know, there's one on each side, and then that piece stays with his bridle, and then I hitch to this snap here, which is a strap that goes back to his back of his, right back here, and then continues down through to the crupper. So that forces the horses to keep their heads up. So when you're out in the summertime mowing hay or doing something, they can't go down and eat hay. You know, you should be feeding your horses good enough so that they're not starved to death when they're out working in the fields. So I have no reason for them to allow them to go eat grass or anything when they're in work mode. So this keeps their head up so they can't do that. A lot of people do it totally different, but that's my purpose of it. I don't have it tight. You see, it's not really tight. It's not forcing them to keep their head in the air. Their head is where it's most comfortable. This just keeps them from putting their head down and getting into trouble. It stops them. I don't believe they can even get their head low enough to, some people have problems with this. They'll get their bit caught in things. And I don't even think that they would be allowed to do that. I don't think there's enough stretch for them to do that. It also somewhat helps them from from fighting with the other horse if you have new horses together, although that doesn't help that much, but maybe a little. Anyways, we'll continue our work today.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you,
Another question?
yeah, another question.
tired.
About about check reins. People say that they they can't pull as well because their head can't go down.
Okay. In my mind, that's totally untrue. What's most important for a horse's ability to pull, well, a couple things. It's got to be between their ears. They've got to be taught how to pull. But also, for as far as harness stuff, what's most important is to have the draft in the right spot. And if a horse is pulling with his head down, this whole draft is going to drop way, way low. If the pulling with the horse's head up, it's going to stay in this spot it's supposed to be. So, oh my goodness, that's just a whole nother subject. I don't even want to talk about it now. But the importance of the draft. So.
Well, I just,
Well,
one thing, if you check people who do pull horses, they keep
almost
their
all
heads up.
your big horse pullers, they have check reins, and they yes, they keep their heads high, and yeah. But that's really not what I do. I have it for the purpose of keeping them from putting the heads down and getting into trouble. So, all right, let's continue on.
And here they come back from spreading load number 6. Jim's going to attempt to back them in to the shed here. He said maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll see.
A little bit. Oh, come back. 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 Ah. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. Oh. Ah. 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 Back. You little bit. Cheek. 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 Oh. A little bit. Ha. 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 Yep. G a little bit. Cheek. Cheek. The cheek. Calf. Cheek. 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 Oh. Yeah, bye. Bye. Cheek. 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 Oh. I cast out. Cast out. Feel that. Feel it. Cheek. Ah, now. Ah. Oh. Now back. Now back. 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 Cheek. 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 Now back. Ah. Back. 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 Cheek. 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 Oh, good boys. Oh. No. 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 Help. 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 Wow, got that done. Let's get on to the next team.
What'd you think of how Baron did?
Real good.
Well, he's heading off right now.
Oh. No. Oh, I wasn't ready. Back up here. Oh.
He was ready.
No. Oh. Oh. Careful step. Careful step. Now G. G. No. Oh. 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 Okay. Very important to not let them go until I'm ready for them to go. So we'll put these guys away. I got Lady and Bill all harnessed up. And they've got some work to do now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Cheek, 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 cheek. Oh. It comes out. Oh. Oh, cast up. Cast up. Oh, back. Oh. Huh?
Well, it's after lunch. We just got done cutting up some firewood. Jim is in one of those modes where he's jumping from one thing to the next. I'm trying to keep up, but here we are coming into the horse barn. Here's Lady and Bill are hitched up, ready to go. Jim's over unharnessing Baron. So you want to go down and get some bales?
Yeah, you want to drive the horses or drive the skid steer?
I'll try the horses. I haven't driven them in a long time. And it looks like I'm going to have lots of horses to brush when we get back.
Okay, let's go get hitched up to the wagon and we'll go down and get some round bales.
So nice to see you guys together again.
Cuffed up.
Gals.
Really?
Guys and gals.
Jeep, jeep, jeep. Bye. Bye. Bye, babe. Huh? Huh? Oh. Yep.
Well, they both worked this morning, so they should have a little bit of the nervous energy out of them.
Huh? Yep. I gotta pull ahead before I hit that last link up. I can't fit in there. Come here a bit. Oh. So I'll go hitch on the wagon and then you can drive from there.
Okay.
Nice step. Jeep. 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 Oh. Bye. Bye. Oh. Bye. Baby. Baby. Oh. Okay, so Brenda's going to drive the horses and I'll take the skid steer down. So Brenda just go right across the field here is fine. Straight down diagonal to get onto our trail that we take down to the bales.
Okay. So should I sit on Lady's side because Bill is...
Whichever horse is the fastest, you sit on the opposite side. If Bill's faster, you sit behind Lady. If Lady's faster, you sit behind Bill. If they're both the same, stay in the center.
Okay. Careful step. Billy, walk. Careful.
Okay, so what I want you to do, Brenda, is just make a loop around there without turning too sharp so you don't jackknife it.
Okay.
And head right on down the trail, same where we came.
Okay. Careful step. Huh? Lady walk. Walk. Lady is hard to hold. I can make it, but she is.
Well,
I mean, I hope I'm not killing Billy either by.
lady's way of doing things. She goes slow out, fast in.
Oh my word. Well, she was hard. She's been hard the whole way. Careful step. Walk. Ooh. Well, they gave me a hand workout. These guys are hard to hold. But I think we're gonna go get another load, and I think I'll make it. But it was good to see the matched pair together. For many years, Jim has said how he likes matched teams, and I've always said, oh, what difference does it make? But since we've had split up our team so much lately, when I see them back together as a match team, I just really like the looks of them. So anyways, it was nice to have Bill and Lady back together again today. Lady's got a lot of energy. She's the one that had all the energy today. Of course, Bill's been working every day, so that makes a difference. But see the little baby bump? She's really running into Bill there. Anyways, thanks for coming along today. Hope you enjoyed the video. And stay tuned for more to come. Just life on the farm here, life with our horses. Take care. Have a great day.